Meanwhile, investigators' efforts to question Yoon continue, having so far failed due to Yoon's persistent refusal to cooperate. We connect live with our Moon Hye-ryeon standing by at the Seoul Detention Center where he's being detained. Hello there, Hye-ryeon.
Hi, Dami. It's good to hear from you.
So, Hye-ryeon, last night, investigators returned to their office empty-handed after failing to bring Yoon in for questioning by force. Tell us more.
Right, well, it's just as you've said, Dami. So the CIO yesterday attempted to take Yoon in for questioning forcibly here at the Seoul Detention Center, which is where I'm currently standing. But they withdrew late last night after they were met with some resistance. And in a statement to the press, the CIO announced that their investigators stopped their attempts at around 9 p.m. last night in accordance with human rights protection regulations as Yoon refused to cooperate. Yoon has refused all interrogation requests since he was arrested last Wednesday, ignoring summonses last Thursday and Friday and continuing to resist even after his formal detention on Sunday. So the CIO notified him twice of scheduled interrogations on Sunday and on Monday, but he did not comply. As Yoon's initial detention period is set to expire on January 28th, the CIO has deemed a face-to-face investigation urgent and therefore attempted forced questioning. They have said that they will continue criminal procedures, including additional attempts at forced interrogation, but it is not yet clear when or how this will happen. Citing legal precedents and Supreme Court rulings, the agency asserted that a suspect could be forcibly brought to the interrogation room, but President Yoon's legal team criticized the CIO's action, saying that Yoon had been meeting with the attorneys when the CIO officials attempted to unlawfully force an interrogation.
I see. And on that note of President Yoon's legal team, what's their reasoning for President Yoon's such defiant manner?
Well, Dami, in addition to the CIO's attempts to forcibly bring President Yoon in for questioning, Yoon's legal team has been strongly critical of the CIO and their prohibition of visits to the detained president for anyone other than his legal representatives. And they argue that restricting family meetings unrelated to the charges of insurrection is a vindictive act rather than a legitimate investigative measure, and have demanded the immediate revocation of such a decision. The CIO has cited concerns over potential evidence tampering as a reason for imposing these restrictions, but Yoon's attorney said that these allegations are baseless and unjust, while pointing to the impeachments of former presidents Roh Moo-hyun and Park Geun-hye, who were still allowed external communication and national briefings to ensure smooth governance. Yoon's attorneys argued that this set a precedent and that Yoon must remain fully informed of the country's ongoing developments.
Well, Hye-ryeon, let's turn to our attention to Yoon's supporters, and the Sunday riots led to some serious damage at the Seoul Western District Court building. How are investigations unfolding?
That's right, Dami. So the police so far have arrested a total of 90 individuals related to the riots that happened early Sunday morning at the Seoul Western District Court. Now, the detainees range in age from their teens into their 70s, with over half in their 20s and 30s. Police have applied for arrest warrants for 66 individuals and are continuing to analyze mobile phone data, video evidence, and footage from YouTube channels collected during the arrest. Authorities expect the number of individuals formally charged to increase as the investigation unfolds. The police have also intensified their investigation into whether there was an organized effort behind the riot, deploying the criminal mobilization unit to pursue the case further. Meanwhile, the Seoul Western District Court has issued arrest warrants for 2 of 5 individuals accused of assaulting police officers near the court on Saturday, the day before the riot. And that's all I have for now, but I'll be back in a later newscast with more updates. Back to you, Dami.
Alrighty, Hye-ryeon, thank you for that report. That was our Moon Hye-ryeon reporting live from the Seoul Detention Center.